Why is it that so many of us are still judged on our appearance, on what we wear, on how we look? It's unprofessional to not wear a suit, or, that person has tattoos or piercings. Why would you listen to them? Why are we still, why do we categorize people as professional or unprofessional or approachable or unapproachable just on the way they look, on what they wear, or what they choose, or how they choose to express themselves? We're still living in a world where people are judging just based on surface level. They're judging that book by its cover. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach, and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. And the reason I was guided to do this video was because I got a comment on my one of my videos lately, and the person said, it was a real sarcastic comment, getting life advice from somebody covered in piercings and tattoos. And I was just like, hold on now, how is my intelligence and life experience and, the certifications that I have based on me having tattoos and piercings? How is that connected? Especially for as a coach, it's life experience that we help with our clients to move forward. It's that knowledge. So how is my life experience or knowledge less than a person wearing a suit, than a person that doesn't have tattoos and doesn't have piercings? Tattoos are an expression of art, and so are piercings. It's jewelry, it's artistic, and it comes from the heart. But why are we shunned still for having tattoos? Or why are we shunned for not dressing appropriately in a certain work dynamic? I work from home now, so I'm gonna wear what I'm comfortable in, but I'm proud of my tattoos. I don't feel like, why am I being discriminated against because of how I look? How does the outside have anything to do with the inside? And that's the thing, where we presume someone is professional because they're wearing a suit or they have a t-shirt with their name on it. You know what I mean? For example, my dad, he's carpenter, handyman his whole life, and he's one of the best woodworkers I've ever known. He didn't have a logo. He didn't have a fucking posh t-shirt, but yet his work was fantastic. You know what I mean? Anyone can put on a t-shirt. You can fucking buy a t-shirt online and put your name on it. It doesn't make you a professional, but we see this as, person has this or that, and that makes them professional. That person's wearing a suit. Maybe they know more than the next person. And I'm not dissing anyone who's in that corporate world that has to wear a suit. But why is our intelligence based on our appearance? Because it's fucked up. And this is the thing as well, when it's not just about what you wear. It is back to this tattoo thing again. Why are we judged because we choose to express ourselves through art? And I watched a documentary a few years ago, and this guy was covered head to toe in tattoos. And he was doing an experiment for this documentary. And he started to approach people on the street. And a lot of people avoided him. A lot of people walked away from him. And some people even fucking ran. Because they were scared of him. They crossed the street. They were like, this guy's a thug. He's covered in tattoos. And then they put makeup all over his tattoos. So this guy looked like he had zero tattoos. And he did the same experiment and walked around the street and started approaching people. And they were accepting. They didn't run around, or they didn't run away from him, and they didn't cross the street. What the fuck is wrong with that? What's right with that? I mean, fuck's sake, that guy is the same guy, a heart of gold, and just because you see tattoos on him, you're like, oh my God, he's a thug. It doesn't make sense. And this is a lot of older generations as well. They're afraid of people that look different. And that's the thing, I used to have pink and purple hair, and I will dye my hair that colour again, but I'm embracing this new colour that I've decided on. But, people would avoid, the minute they look at you, they're like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with her. I'm going to walk on the other side of the road. And I've got the biggest heart. And I get on really well with older people because older people see that I'm a good person. And I've had older people ask me, not out of judgment, but out of curiosity why I had tattoos. Not like, you have to be, it wasn't judgmental. It wasn't like, oh my God, she must be a bitch if she's got tattoos. They saw that I was pure of heart and were like curious why somebody so nice had tattoos. And I was able to change their perception, because I was like, you don't have to be a bad person to have tattoos or piercings. And to be judged on that, getting life advice from somebody with tattoos or piercings, I'm like, I still experienced life. I still grew up in a broken home. I still experienced over 10 years of narcissistic abuse. So what? My appearance means that I can't help others. My appearance means that my life experience is not as relevant as somebody who doesn't have tattoos or wears a suit. Do you get me? It's like how do people still live like that, or how do their mentality still work like that? That, you've automatically, you see somebody with jewelry or piercings and you're like, tattoos, and you're like, there's something wrong with her, she's a bad one. Do you know what I mean? We're all the exact same on the inside. And this is the thing as well, like when I started doing videos, I did question, I was like, should I wear something more professional? Should I put on makeup? Should I take off my piercings? This came to my mind when I first started doing videos, and I was like, should I hide my tattoos? And I was just like, isn't this what we're trying to change? How people see each other? How people judge each other? Because like, what the fuck difference? What is, like, this is the whole book by cover thing. What is the difference? What doesn't matter what I'm wearing? Like, the way I see it, like, when you're suffering from any kind of issues and you're getting a coach or a therapist, isn't it better to feel relaxed in that person's company rather than feel uncomfortable? Like, that kind of way, let's all put on our pajamas and have a chat. Like, it's nurturing in a sense, instead of kind of being all corporate, and like, I just don't understand, like, why is it all about this uniform we put on? And that's the whole societal fucking matrix shit. Like, you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way to fit in, to fall in line. From fucking 4 years of age, we're put into a fucking uniform, and we're fucking controlled. Then we go into these part-time jobs and, like, in the food industry or something, and you're put into this uniform as a little monkey to be controlled. And then you get this corporate ladder job and you have to put on a suit because it looks right. Why the fuck can't you wear a fucking hoodie? Be comfortable. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, I'm more myself and I'm more able to express myself when I'm comfortable. So if I was wearing a suit right now, I'm not going to be able to give you everything that I have because I'm not going to feel comfortable in my own skin. And this is it. Like, I can be the best of myself for you when I'm comfortable and the best of myself for me. So I'm not going to put on this superficial costume to fit into this corporate world. I'm like, I'm going to embrace my tattoos. Like, I even years ago, like when I was going to job interviews, I had one blazer that I wore for my job interviews. My blazer went up to my elbows, and I used to go to job interviews and my hand tattoos and my arm tattoos used to be out. And I said to myself, at the end of the day, if these fuckers judge me based on my fucking tattoos rather than my experience, there's something wrong with them and I don't want to work here anyway. And that's it, like, and it wasn't deliberate. It wasn't deliberate that I went in with my arms out. I actually considered, I was like, shit, should I not have a long sleeve blazer to cover my tattoos? And I was like, that's what I said to myself. No, everything happens for a reason. I have this short sleeve blazer for a reason, to prove a fucking point. It bugs the shit out of me that we are still judged on appearance. Like, somebody who hasn't dated somebody who had tattoos or piercings or something like that, I'd be like, Jesus, she's a nice girl, but I can't bring her home to mommy. Like, especially in Ireland, you get an Irish mother and she's throwing holy water on you. Jeez, the devil is in her, the devil is in her. Just based on the appearance of tattoos. But once you get to know me, if you actually, like, go past this this appearance, I have the biggest heart you'll ever meet in your life. You know what I mean? And like, you know, as I said, I get on fierce well with older people. They love me and I love them because I'm a good person. You know what I mean? And they don't judge me based on my tattoos because they judge me based on my personality. I'm not judged. They accept me based on my personality and they don't judge me based on what I look like. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and like, this is the thing, like, on paper, you know, don't bring her home. Jesus, you know, she won't be accepted. But that's really, it shows who people are when they can actually base their opinions on your appearance. Why not watch my video and listen to what I have to say? Listen to my life experience. Listen to that knowledge that I have. You know, I'm not different to anybody else just because I chose to express myself in an artistic way. I chose to stand out from the crowd. I chose not to be a fucking sheep. This is the thing, like, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, it's not even about, it's like following a trend. It's like, oh, I need to fit in here to be accepted in this world. I don't want to be accepted by people who are all the fucking same. Show me your uniqueness. Show me your authenticity. Do you know what I mean? If you want to be that person that fits in with the rest of the fucking sheep, you go be that person. I have been outside that box for a very long time and I've embraced that. And I think that's probably one of the main reasons I've decided to express myself through tattoos and through piercings. Is because I want to stand out. I don't want, like, in a sense I don't, because I'm happy enough to not be noticed. I'm not here to kind of go, here, look at me. That's not what I do, why I have tattoos. I have tattoos for myself. They're expression of art to myself. But I've been all my life, I've been very, I do not want to be like everyone else because I know I'm not like everyone else. You know, and that's what makes me unique. But to be judged on my appearance and not respected for my knowledge and experience. Oh, come on, like, in this day and age, seriously, get to know someone before you actually judge them by their appearance or what's on the outside. You know what I mean? And this is the thing, like, this is to do with perception as well. Because of seeds that have been planted through generations of society, we perceive things to be a certain way. We don't accept things or we judge things to be this or that and the other. And like that was the same with me. You know, I used to hate certain songs or I used to hate things or I hate this or hate that. Why? Because everyone bitched about them and because everyone's like, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. But then when I actually started doing the thing or listening to the thing or experiencing the thing and not listening to that outside noise, I was like, this isn't actually that bad. This is actually fun. This is actually really enjoyable. So we have to stop listening to that chatter or that external influence from societal bullshit and societal lies. We have to stop judging people on how they fucking look. Wear what you fucking want. And this is the thing when it comes to ages as well. Like years ago, women were forced to wear a certain thing from like 20 because you're fucking married now, you can't wear a short skirt. You're married, you can't wear certain things. You know, you have to dress older. And I see this with women now these days. They're dressing older. They're dressing appropriately. Oh, I'm this age now. I need to dress like this. Wear what you fucking want. Wear what you're comfortable with. Don't be wearing what society tells you to wear. Don't put on a fucking suit if you're not comfortable in a fucking suit. Embrace your tattoos. Show your tattoos. What is inside is what matters. My life experience, my courses, like my training, and my intelligence is what makes me a good coach. It doesn't matter what I fucking look like. And, you know, to judge someone based on their appearance rather than getting to know them first says a lot about the person doing the judging. That's when you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself what the fuck you're thinking. Because you don't judge people. No one is better than you. No one is superior than anyone else. We're all the same and we're all walking the same path. And it does not matter what you wear on that fucking path. Wear what you fucking want. Jesus, I'd be a nudist if it was warm enough. Genuinely, it's just too cold in Ireland. God, you know what I mean? Just be who you are. Be free. Be expressive. Don't be ashamed of who you are. And don't let others judge you or, you know, affect you by what they say. You know, and like, you know, I a few years ago, I might have been triggered by the comment that was left. But it literally just kind of, it boggled me in this day and age. And I was like, how is my intelligence and life experience based on the fact, or how does it have anything to do with the fact that I got tattoos? You know, having tattoos doesn't make you less intelligent. Having tattoos doesn't make you a thug. Having tattoos does not make you a bad person. Actually, a lot of people with tattoos are creative. They're open-hearted. And they've had a lot of life experience. And they express that experience through that art. So, you know, does that not make me a better coach? Because my experience was more profound, that it led me to express myself through art. Do you know, does that not give me that little bit of je ne sais quoi? Like, do you know what I mean? So this is it. We need to learn how to not, like, I don't judge anyone anymore, because you are who you are, and I accept everyone, and I love the uniqueness. Be you, be different, wear those colours. I used to always wear black and hide in a corner. Do you know, that kind of shit? Like, now I wear all the colours of the rainbow because I love colour now. You know what I mean? I just love being me and being true to who I am. I love being authentic. And that's what's important. You know, and as I said, my intelligence should not be based on my appearance. No one's intelligence or experience should be based on their appearance. We're here to change that shit. Be you, be different, be weird. Because it's what's inside that matters. Once you live with a pure heart and soul and accept yourselves and others the way they are, that's all that matters. That's what's important. We should not be judging people on their appearance or how they look, and start getting to know those people, accepting those people. Because in fairness, a lot of those big burly guys with those tattoos have the biggest hearts you will ever see. Do you know what I mean? They're big gentle giants. Those big bikers have bigger hearts than anybody else, and I'm just using them as an example. Do you know what I mean? Some of us tattooed people have the biggest hearts, have the biggest compassion, and have the biggest empathy. So does that not make us professional rather than what we wear or how we look? So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a discovery call today. I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path.